turn the radio off right now and listen to The Chris Miles Show.
Keeping you informed. About the latest and greatest trends and current events in today's society. It's where you go to stay in the know. It's the Chris Miles Show. Live from Atlanta, Georgia.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Chris Miles Show.
Good evening, everybody. Hope all is well with everybody. I am your host, Chris Miles of the Chris Miles Show. Before we get started, I want to encourage everybody that's watching us via YouTube, if you haven't already, to subscribe, like, and follow. Okay? Go to YouTube, subscribe, like, and follow. Smash that like button. If you are watching us via that of Facebook, we want to ask everybody to actually share the content to your page. Okay? We are trying to grow what it is that we're doing. I grow, you all grow. Once again, we want to thank everybody for allowing us to come into your house or wherever you are this evening. We are blessed to be here. We're going to try to entertain you with news. I do have some special guests. Well, let me just say this. I have Kamisha Alvarado. She's back. She did such an outstanding job last week that we are going to bring her back. The same form that we did last week. So she will be coming in a little later to help me get through this episode with we're talking about once again. Well, last week was Big Fanny. So this week is Letitia James, New York's Attorney General.
And why we bring up Fannie Willis again, I just want to say, throughout the week, we got some messages from a lot of disgruntled people, and I just want to say, I want, y'all listen to me, listen to my words. By no means are we trying to demean our sister Fannie, but in the court of law, and she broke the law. So
what she did, Mr. Producer, is unethical. She lied, and this is the thing. This is the thing with Fannie. This is what everybody out there. Somebody called me today from Columbus, and I think the world and all of this woman, she probably is listening to the show. I'm not going to put her name out there because I don't want to burn bridges. But she was on her way to church, and we got into somewhat of a heated conversation, and she said that she didn't appreciate the fact that she felt like I was tearing down Fannie. And I told her it's not about me tearing her down. The fact is that my only issue with it, I never said that she didn't have a right to pursue Trump if what she alleged Trump did is factual, then, fine and dandy, take him to court. But what the thing is the reason I say what she did is unethical is for the fact, Mr. Producer, is that she was in a relationship with the guy that she paid the $650,000 to,
right? And
she lied about it. And this is the thing: they got evidence that this man was in her bedroom back in 2009.
Right.
His phone was on the nightstand back in 2009.
Right.
She came out and said.
I mean, even her friend told.
Right. But she came out. Big Fanny came out and said that the relationship started in the course of them working together on the case, which was a lie.
And
now
it just don't add up, man.
So now there are a couple of things what she could have done before it even got out in the public. She should have went to the judge and told the judge, let me see you in camera. Okay? Which means if she had done that, then that's a closed door session. She could have brought it out. Okay, right. Man, this man been fucking each other. This is blase, this is what's been going on. And such and such. But she didn't do this. She allowed this information to come out public.
Right, and you know,
now hold on.
I'm just saying, you already know they come in with all the dirt that they can dig up. It's just unethical.
Well, it's unethical, but it's not so much about being concerned or worried, Mr. Producer, about the dirt. She got a whole list of other shit that's finna come out. Those are the RS finna come in now.
That's what I'm saying, man. So
and guess what else gonna come in? The very state. Let me tell you how messed up this is, people. The very state that she has went to get the money to bring the case against that of Donald Trump could very much charge her.
Right.
They could bring charges against her for a couple of reasons. The fact of that she lied. Now, the other thing is a judge can take the case out of where we are, Fulton County, take it out, put it in another county. Okay? And guess what happened? That DA could say, you know what? Move it out. And say, no, I'm not going to pursue the case. And the case is over.
Too messy.
And I said this last week.
Yeah. But yeah.
So because of her love connection with a man that she's been dealing with and lied about it and tried to cover it up, now everything is in jeopardy. And because we talk about it, we're not the only one talking about it, Mr. Producer.
Oh, no. People are saying much more worse things than we saying. But anyway, let's go and move it on.
So, but anyway, one of the other things I want to say is that we do have a special guest, young lady that I befriended, very beautiful girl, the real 6-foot model.
The real 6-foot model.
Once again, the real 6-foot model.
The real 6-foot model.
I call her DC Slim.
Anybody else saying that they're 6-foot model, they lying. They trash, they lying.
Yeah, you're right. They're straight trash. This here is class with what, Mr. Producer?
You say what?
Total. We just gonna call it the total package. Basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, this is the other thing I want to talk about. Marilyn Mobley.
Hold on, I got a picture.
Okay.
Let me bring the picture up, man.
This is
Yeah, let's get man. It's a sad story, man.
Okay. Now, let me. I did save, and I think it's actually on. Matter of fact, Mr. Producer, if you will, bring up that video, and then afterwards I'll come back with, because okay, that's fine right there. Okay. So people, this beautiful woman is Marilyn Mobley, excuse me. She's a graduate of Tuskegee.
AKA.
She's an AKA. Okay. Let me see if I can okay, here it is. All right. She's a former attorney. Y'all give me a second. Let me do something real quick.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is it's a pretty sad story. It's terrible.
Oh, it's horrible. I mean, it ain't
just shows how the system really it's not with us, and it's kind of gonna pivot into what how Letitia, some of the talking points we got about Letitia James, but we ain't on no even playing field by no means.
So, she was recently Marilyn Mosby. I said Mobley. Excuse me. Mosby was recently convicted. A federal jury today convicted Marilyn J. Mosby, age 44, of Baltimore, Maryland, on the federal charges of making a false mortgage application when she was Baltimore City State's attorney, relating to the purchase of a condominium in Longboat Key, Florida. Okay? The jury acquitted her of making a false mortgage application related to her purchase of a home in Kissimmee, Florida. The conviction was announced by the United States Attorney for the District of Maryland, Eric L. Barron, acting special agent in charge R. Joseph Rothworth of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Baltimore Field Office. A special agent in charge, Kareem A. Carter of the Internal Revenue Service. See there? Criminal Investigation, Washington, D.C. Field Office. Now, let me just say this, people. Maryland's problems came from, y'all listen at me, okay? Maryland's problems came from, she charged some police officers, okay? She charged some police officers for killing a black guy.
Come on, man.
And after she did that, after she said that she was going to expose corrupt police officers,
come on now. Bring it out.
She became a target.
Bring it out.
So,
tie it in.
This is what I'm talking about with Fannie Willis. All right?
Tie it in.
Now, Maryland and Fannie are sorors. Maryland faces up to 30 years of federal prison. What she did was this is what is so crazy about all of this. Maryland took out $5,000 from her 401k, gave it to her husband. He gave it back to her, and they charged her with application fraud. Now, Mr. Producer, this is the kicker.
Man, what the?
Now this is something as simplistic as this, people.
So you mean to tell me she took out her money?
Her money.
Gave it to her husband.
Right.
He gave it back.
Yeah. So to make it look like it was, to make it look like he gave her the $5,000.
Right.
And it was to go on a house, I guess she found in Kissimmee, Florida.
Right.
Or wherever the fuck it was at. And I guess they investigated it. They said, but she lied. But this is the kicker, people.
I'm saying 30 years.
Hold on. Let me get this out. Please let me get this out.
Go ahead, man.
The problem with all of that is this. They charged her with application fraud. So let me stick. I like to say it something because it pissed me off.
I mean, it pissed me off.
Let me bust this bubble. All right? This is the problem with this. They charged this sister with application fraud, right? And that's bullshit because let me tell you all something. This is what everybody out here that's watching the Chris Miles show need to know. When you go into a bank, a lending institution, the bank or that lending institution is using fraud against you. Why? Why is that, Mr. Producer?
Because they ain't got the money on hand.
Because the United States does not have tangible money. They charged this sister with lying on a goddamn application. In the United States government, because of the bullshit that they have set up, our goddamn signatures sets up the promissory note. When you go to the fucking bank and you sign something, that fucking signature becomes the fucking monetary note that they sent into, and you pay back the motherfuckers for something that's yours. So they locked this sister up for some shit that was her shit. So if anybody committed any goddamn fraud, it's the system committing fraud against her. This is the reason why they have a fucking problem with TikTok and social media, because now people are able to put this shit out here and expose the fraud that these people running government has been doing. Now, this is the other goddamn thing. This is the other thing. This is why they hate Donald Trump. See, everybody see Trump for what he is. Oh, he's a racist. He's this, he's that. It was Trump administration that came at me. If anybody should dislike him, I should.
More than anybody.
You understand? But the point is, when we as a people, and I've said this shit many times over, Mr. Producer, this ain't our fight. Now, she could face up, Marilyn Mosley could face up to 30 years. They're not going to give her that. Okay? But the fact is that she came against wickedness, evil,
some corrupt
police officers, and the FOP, the police, FBI, and all these other people came at her. Now let me fuck this cat.
I'm saying
hold on, because I lose my thought.
Come on,
let me fuck this cat. Okay? This is the thing. Police officers out here have something. Anybody that works in the public have something that's called tort. Police officers, actually, they have bonds, oath of office. Okay? The other thing is, I recently found out, Mr. Producer, that police officers work in a private capacity. They're private contractors to the fucking public police department.
Right.
But we think that they work under the capacity of the public. Right. They are private entities working for municipalities. And they have insurance policies. Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Every single one of them.
They like individual.
This is the shit that they don't want you all to know. This is why it's important to watch me. See, I've been fucked by the system. I know what it's like to be fucked by their system. You understand? And the whole point is, this is why I tell people all the time, change your goddamn tax status. Y'all didn't even know y'all could do that. Because where you sit now, they're able to fuck over you. This woman, Marilyn Mosby, went into a situation of a job, and because she went after corruptible police officers, this is what they did to her. Now look for the same shit that happened to that of
Fanny.
Come on. Play that video, Marilyn. It's kind of lengthy, but play it.
Did you send it to me?
I think I did. If I didn't,
I don't think you did. Let me see. Let me see. Mostly.
and this is why you don't have
it.
it.
No, I never got it.
This is why I say all the time, us listening to that of Martin Luther King, Zach's frat brother, was the biggest detriment that could have ever happened to black people. Because the realism of those things that we have bear witness to. Okay, hold on. I have to. I know I thought I sent it to you. Is that we're destroyed. We're destroyed, Mr. Producer.
Yeah, we in pretty bad shape.
Here it is right here. Damn, my bad. I'm So yeah, now, like I said, they accuse this woman of lying on a fucking application. She fraud when the bank is committing fraud. When you go into a bank, the bank doesn't disclose to you all of the things. A contract is supposed to be a meeting, a mutual meeting of the minds.
Yeah, that is. If you think about it,
That's a fact.
anybody. No, I'm just saying. I'm just kind of giving it a little shot, a little like it is kind of whenever you go sign for a loan, and Lord knows, what I'm saying, we get denied a lot. But if you do get the luxury of getting a loan, they give you a thick, what I'm saying, pamphlet and tell you sign here.
Sign here.
So you're not gonna give me no time to go over it and read the fine print and nothing. But
and the whole shit is based off of them stealing. That's the whole thing. Once again, the United States operate. That's why inflation is what it is, because they're printing money and there's nothing to back it. This is why they want BRICS. You starting to see Brazil, Russia, India, China, what's the other one? South Africa. Now they're talking about what's the one? Saudi Arabia is talking about going over to BRICS, which would be detrimental, deadly for the United States, because we provide the security force for them. Did you get it?
Nah, I haven't came over yet.
All of these people that work in these public forums carry tort. They take a partial oath to the Constitution of the United States. And the tort is, if they mistreat you or do something, then all of this stuff is at that point in jeopardy.
You go hit their insurance.
And they can, it's just like if you say just let me give you a hypothetical. A hypothetical is this. If I get a claim on my insurance, Mr. Producer, or if I have 3 claims on my insurance in a year, what happens?
Oh, it's going up.
No, they're going to cancel.
Oh, they're going to cancel. Yeah, they're going to
Ain't no
cancel.
goddamn going up. I'm canceled.
Yeah, they're going to
And guess what? According to their statutes, I can't drive. But all of that shit falls under operating on the public. You still don't have it? That's Satan, man. So, let's try it again. Because I have to. So they investigate this woman. And I'm going to be completely honest about all of it, Mr. Producer. Out of all the ones out there, I think Miss Mobley was probably the most, she was the honest one. She was about the right stuff.
Yeah, I believe so.
And because, and you know, this is the thing. The whole system, you got all of these powerful white people that go out here, they lie all the time on applications. They inflate the numbers to get shit.
Come on now.
But they can do it, but it becomes a problem when we do it.
It ain't coming.
And you take money out of suppose your 401k, give it to your husband give it back to you. Why is that a fucking issue?
Are you gonna try to hit the woman up to 30?
No, she can fake down.
I'm just saying, you know, just the
ideal of it.
The ideal of it. I got it.
So, like me, she's a political prisoner, man. You know? Did you get it?
Yeah, it's
okay.
So
what we're gonna do, people? We're gonna play this video for you. We're gonna play this video of
just bear with us, people. I'm sorry, everything's loading kind of slow.
Yeah, it is. I know.
It's bad Wi-Fi day for whatever reason. Here we go. It's coming.
I want to also acknowledge my girl Felicia Tubbs. Thanks for watching, love. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. Still not
It's low. It's coming. It's about to pop up now. Yeah, there we go. Let me save it.
Marilyn Mosby.
Are you ready?
Yeah, come on with it.
Break down this one count that the jury convicted her on. It's actually her third now in 2 trials.
That's right, Rick and Nikki. And first I want to say we're watching the door closely because we hear Ms. Mosby is going to come out shortly. We're told that she won't be making any comment. Now, this guilty verdict related to 1 count of mortgage fraud for her Longboat Key, Florida condominium. And jurors felt that she lied about a gift letter that she said her ex-husband, Nick Mosby, gave her $5,000 to help close on the house. But prosecutors tracked that money and they say it actually came from Marilyn Mosby herself. Now, this carries a maximum of 30 years in prison. It is highly unlikely she will get that kind of sentence. We still have to go through sentencing in this case. That will happen at a later date. I'm looking inside. It appears perhaps Mosby has supporters gathered around her. Again, we're waiting for her to come out. The perjury sentencing, remember that was the conviction back in November, that won't happen until after this trial. So we still have sentencing to go for the one count that she was found guilty of mortgage fraud just a few moments ago, and the perjury count in this case. Mosby served 2 terms as Baltimore City State's attorney. As we've told you throughout recent weeks, we followed every development in this case, and Mosby herself took the witness stand. She made that decision to appeal personally to jurors. She said that she had made a mistake in not testifying in her last trial, and she wanted to appeal. Okay, we see supporters coming out. Let's see if Ms. Mosby has anything to say. We're told she isn't going to make a comment. Here are some of the supporters of Ms. Marilyn Mosby leaving court right now. Ms. Mosby, can you say anything? Any comment?
No comment.
Already said no comment. No comment. No comment. Leave it alone.
Okay, see, Marilyn Mosby has a waiting SUV. She is going into her SUV to shouts of no comment. Marilyn Mosby, no comment as she leaves court. She appeared devastated when she was in the courtroom. She has not made any public comments throughout this trial. Marilyn Mosby into her Chevy Suburban.
Yeah, man, that's...
So, once again, Mr. Producer, I want to ask you something. How in the fuck do you do mortgage fraud? How?
Man.
So, what I'm saying is, the whole point of a mortgage is fraud, bruh. The mortgage companies, these banks commit fraud against us. So how they charge this woman with fraud, man?
Man, it's asinine, bro.
And then when you bring this shit out, then they want to come at you. They want to murder you. They want to murder you out of the earth because you expose this bullshit. You understand? Black people known out here because we had our own goddamn system and we should have stayed the fuck within it. And the sad part about all of that shit, our system against you, they just go find some niggerdom that has pledged some goddamn Greek fraternity and they fuck over you. They gonna get them to fuck over you. I mean, it's a fucking pattern. This woman here, what is she again, Mr. Producer?
She an AKA.
She an AKA. What is Fannie Willis?
Oh, Fannie Willis or AKA?
Same thing finna happen to Fannie. Because she lied on the thing. She got on the stand and perjured herself. She did better just, I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
But you go after one of the most powerful men. You go after one of the most powerful men in the earth. To charge this man with a RICO statute. To charge this man with a RICO statute. And your underwear ain't clean. Now, why do you think, Mr. Producer, when all of this stuff here, you remember Trump just said, well, we should have got the clip. Remember Trump just said yesterday, after him and Nikki Haley just had the runoff in what is it, South Carolina. And I'm paraphrasing because he said, I should have did, no, he said, all I see out there that was accident, he was talking about black people can identify with him because, I'm paraphrasing, it was a quote, but he said black people could identify with him because of our struggles. So they are telling you, they're righteously admitting that they know the shit that they put us through. Trump came out and said black people identify with him because he's going through what we go through.
Trying to put some trumped up bullshit charges.
So remember when he had those documents was down there in the bathroom down at Mar-a-Lago, right? Yeah. He said that how the FBI stormed in there, right? Yeah. Trump coming back with a vengeance. And this is the other thing. This election period will be one of the most interesting that I think people in this country will ever bear witness to. And if by chance he goes back in as 47, all of the people that came after him, they might as well pack their shit and go to another country somewhere.
I believe so. You want me to send the link for the first guest?
Yeah, you can do that. We have a lot here this evening. People that we are going to cover.
It's a lot to unpack.
Yeah. You sending it over to my
I sent it to her.
Okay, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. All right, so so we're gonna bring up our guest. Hey, Shalom, Bakwash, brother out of New York. Shalom, shalom. Where's everybody at on Facebook tonight?
Okay, we got the guest up.
She's up.
Yeah, let me bring her in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Evening.
Hello there.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
We can.
Well, hello there. Good evening to the both of you.
How are you doing, love?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm okay. So, this is what we do. I want you to go on. I want you to go on and introduce yourself. I'm gonna let you do it. I'm not gonna do it. Go on and introduce yourself to everybody.
Okay. All right. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Sierra Lene. I am a model, a hostess. I'm an actress. I'm a promoter. I'm a motivational speaker as well as a recruiter. I'm originally from Washington, D.C., but I'm currently based in Montgomery, Alabama.
Awesome. So, everybody out there, we actually we met at the gym, and she's like really tall. So we talked, and I have met with my people. A matter of fact, I talked to Belle earlier, my manager, and they are. I passed the photos off, and they are ready to take this beautiful girl by the arm and, get her involved in a lot of things. So
So right now, my biggest focus has just been rebranding myself.
right,
Just figuring out what modeling industry I really want to be a part of,
right,
and just continuing to build my podcast up and just build up a team. Whether it's models, whether it's other promoters, other podcasters, whatever the case may be. I'm just really focusing on just rebranding right now. I have a couple of photo shoots coming up.
right
to
here in
kind of
Atlanta,
help.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
to help build up my portfolio. But yeah, that's predominantly what I have going on right now.
Okay. Well, and also people, like I said, we've conversated. Very sharp sister, man, has a lot of potential. So me and Mr. Producer this will be our next, she will be our next project. We guarantee that. So sometime, hopefully, next month, give or take, probably more so before then, we are actually going to start working on her content for her show.
For sure.
So that's where we are. Anything else you want to add, Sierra?
Just anybody who's up and coming, who's still learning their niche in this industry, just continue to stay focused, keep pushing, no matter how much rejection
Okay.
through. Stay focused, and you're gonna get there. I promise you.
That's
Beautiful.
very informative and beautiful. So we'll be in touch with you. Want to thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to spend a few minutes with us. And as I said, people, she will be launching. She got a podcast coming forward, and which will be produced by me and Mr. Producer. And she got some film credentials that will be also coming forward. We're working on some things, so quite a few things in the work for this young lady. So we're excited about everything, and we just wanted to introduce her to everybody that watched the Chris Miles show. And I'm going to say this in closing. We call her the real 6 foot model. Tell everybody how tall you are.
I'm 6'2".
So imagine that. She's 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what else. Let me ask you this before you go, Sierra.
Yeah.
So have you ever played basketball?
I was just about to say, so I did play basketball all throughout high school. I ended up getting 21 D1 scholarship offers, ended up going to Loyola University.
Wow.
And then from there, I transferred to Bowie State. Could have went pro, but I ended up having a beautiful baby girl and just decided to go elsewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, basketball is my thing. And what I'm going to have to do is send you some footage so that you can get a feel for what type of athlete I was.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's awesome.
That
Well,
would be awesome.
Yeah.
we are looking so forward to working with you.
For sure.
So
Thanks.
just stay focused. That's the main thing. Stay focused. Stay out of the way. Work on your craft, and
Yes.
in the process of doing all of that, put the Most High first, and everything else will fall into place. But thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule this evening to talk with us, and we'll be in touch.
Yes, and thank you so much for allowing me to come on, and I'm super excited.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yep.
much. Okay.
No problem.
God
Have a
bless.
great night.
You too, love.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. So, Mr. Producer, let's bring up our next. Before we go into that of Letitia James, I wanted to before we go into that of Letitia James, I really wanted to. Did we have anything else left on Fanny?
No, man, we ain't got nothing no Fanny. I mean, there's so much to talk about. You can talk about.
Okay, yeah. So real quickly, people, we're not gonna basically waste a lot of more time and effort on Fannie Willis. The whole thing is with her. Like I said, as you all have seen, what happened with that of Marilyn Mosby. Okay. Fannie has some problems because what's going on with Fannie? Fannie has gotten money from the county and the state.
Yeah.
And
she ain't use her own money.
So
she used the county and the state money.
Man, that is, and man, look here, man. You got the county and the state, And you guess what else you got?
Come on, ladies. Right is right, ladies. We got, I mean, come on, right is right.
But they don't have to agree with what we're saying.
I know, but right is right, ladies.
It's not
the way that she's holding. Just look at this. The way she holding young Thug accountable. The way she going at him, hitting him with the Rico, trying to lock him up for the rest of his life. Come on, man. Come on. You gotta be a saint, baby. You gotta be an angel, ladies. We gotta be fair, ladies. Come on. We ain't trying to tear down, but you got to be right. You got to be right out here.
Yeah. So let me do this. What we're gonna do, people, is we have somebody else that we are bringing in. Miss Sunshine.
Hello, Mr. Miles. How you guys doing tonight?
Man, we are so excited about you.
Back again.
Really?
Man, I might have to make you a regular on this thing, man.
She is a regular.
Oh, Lord. Now, don't fool me now.
I ain't fooling you. I ain't got no reason to lie to you. I'm just being honest. I mean, we got a lot of good comments about you.
Awesome.
And we are just very excited. You know, the whole thing of it is
the people wanted her back.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Thank you to the audience.
So the thing is, Kamisha, is the fact that when you're able to bring a balance and bring tangible information that's not biased, it's appreciated. You understand?
I do understand.
Yeah. So how's everything going with you this evening?
Everything's going well. Everything's going well. It's been a beautiful day. Can't complain. So,
Outstanding.
everything's great.
Outstanding. So, I don't know if you were listening earlier. We were in conversation about that of Marilyn Mosby. She is the former DA of Baltimore, and they, she went after the police officers that had hurt the guy. I think we're getting a feedback. But what she did was when she was leaving office, she went and got money out of her 401k to purchase a home down in Florida, and she gave the money to her husband, and her husband gave it back to her as it was a gift. Her and her husband has since divorced, but like the lady has paid a price for trying to be on the side of what's right, like I did. So they the zealots have come after this sister, and she has not yet been sentenced. But what I was asking Mr. Producer, Kamisha, is how in the fuck do you get convicted or even be brought up on an application? What was it? Mortgage fraud.
Yeah, mortgage.
When a mortgage is fraud. A mortgage is fraud against the people. So, anyway, but this is like I've often said to you, Kamisha. We talk often that I think one of the biggest problems we had was integrating into a system that is designed to do what it does to us. Even when we are trying to do what is right, there is nothing Fox News about it, meaning fair and balanced.
Okay.
So, that's what they term that they use. We're fair and balanced. So I just always say out of a form of sarcasm, fair and Fox News for fair and balanced. But anyway, so what we're gonna do since we have you in, we're going to go on. Give me my first thing on this lady here. Let's bring her up, Mr. Producer. So, you're from New York. And I would like to know, Kamisha, what are your thoughts on all of this stuff with this woman here? Now, this is the thing. The judge, and for me, it's a thing where all of them are working in cahoots with each other. I mean, it's definitely that. They are working in concert with each other based upon trying to take everything from Trump. So say a judge gave Trump 30 days to pay, the amount of $454 million civil fraud judgment. He owes an additional $112,000 in interest each day he does it.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to you is, how is it that this is even possible? That they do this to this man. Now, I know a lot of people's going to say, he lied, he did. Man, people lie every day on applications. This guy.
We need to play them videos.
Hold on, we won't get to it.
Yeah.
This guy, Judge Arthur Engeron, and the state of New York are in cahoots together, man, against this guy. The whole thing is, they are doing everything to shut him down. Now, let me tell you what's crazy about all of that. Kamisha, Trump raised the money off the tennis shoes.
Did you buy a pair?
Hell no, I ain't buy no. I don't do tennis shoes like that. I don't even buy Jordans like that.
I'm trying to get them Trumps, man, but they sold out.
Yeah, this guy here, Arthur Engeron, this judge right here. He's given Trump 30 days to come up with $454 million. And he's raised the money. He got the money off the tennis shoes. But quite naturally, it's going to go to the Supreme Court.
Well, do you think, just because everyone's been doing it, we have to stop saying that, right? Because think about Navy Federal right now. It's going through this whole lawsuit for not giving African Americans loans, right?
And I'm finna get at them too for that. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, my point is, if we don't get the people like Trump who got enough money to do it, they don't even have to lie. They can just walk in without even the income and get the application.
Well, let me hold on, Kamisha. Hold that thought. I'm gonna let Mr. Producer share something because he's more knowledgeable about it than I am, right? We know somebody. What does this guy? What was his credit score?
Oh, man, it was about 750.
Okay, so he had a 750 credit score, and he went into a bank to acquire a loan. Correct.
Correct.
And the bank told him what?
That he had to put down the down payment. They needed him to put down the down payment. You got a 750 credit score. You can't work out nothing where I can just sign, sign and leave. Come on.
And and this is the thing why I said that they commit fraud against us, because your signature leads to the credits, what they convert into what's called fiat currency.
Right.
That's the whole thing. And even the thing with Navy Federal, since you brought that up, about Navy, every black person out there should go in the Navy Federal and let them turn them down.
I want to play.
Go ahead. If you have an account with them.
Let me play these videos so we can bring up the talking point.
Hold on. Before you do that, since we're on this thing here, I pulled something up that I put in my papers, right? All right. So just bear with me for a second, everybody. It's called Bills of Attender. Letters of marque. Okay? So that within itself, I know you've never heard of that term before, right?
No, I haven't.
No, you hadn't. You got to sit there and be puzzled about it, because I know you heard about it.
Man, come on now.
All right. So this bills of attender prevents these banks, institutions, or whomever it is from taking your stuff from you. Well, most people don't even realize, Kamisha, is that car repossessions is illegal, because you're not supposed to pass your information off to a third party. Now, hold on. Now, this thing, I'm going to give you the floor in a second. Hold on. This thing that's going on with Trump in New York right now, that this Letitia James has brought against him, did Trump go before a jury, or was it ruled by the judge? Do you know? Can you find that out for me? Kamisha.
I'm sorry, you talking to me?
Yes. I said, my question to you is, did Trump did a jury, did he go before a jury of his peers? Or was it a bench trial where the judge listened to the case and rendered the judgment? Do you know?
I'm not sure. Let me look.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying, people. In order for them to take,
The lady in Baltimore went before a jury.
the one now, what now?
The lady in Baltimore went before a jury. Now let's see what about the people with Trump's.
Okay, so but this is another thing too, Kamisha, is what I would ask this. Do you realize that all of these things that this man is facing right now, right? Why didn't this shit come up before? Well, all of a sudden, when he's running for president again, that all of these things are coming up. He got a case here, he got a case here, he got a case there, got a case there. I mean, he got all of these cases. And all of these things are to remove him from being able to effectively run for president. D.L. Hughley went out, and I had some words with him. He said that he went and posted some information about Trump's daddy, Fred, talking about you from New York, they were denying blacks the ability to be able to rent property from them. And I told him, I said, well, here it was, even if all those things, we know it to be true because the federal government sued them, right? But this is the thing. Even after the fact of all of that, after the Central Park Five, you still saw Jesse Jackson hanging out with him. You saw Oprah Winfrey hanging out with him. Mike Tyson. All of the black celebrities hung out with Trump. So my question is, how do you hang out with this man after the fact that he did all of these horrible things? I'm just asking the question. If he was horrible then, he's horrible now.
Folks hung out with the Klan. Like people do that. Like that when it comes to leadership and money, people overlook horrendous things, right? But what I'm saying is, when it comes to going back to my point with Navy Federal, African American people have been on the back end of receiving loans. And Trump, if he did lie, evidently they found something that he lied about, right? If we lied, we definitely not getting the car because they're going to prove it. You know? So
you're not going to get it anyway if you go in there and tell the truth, Kamisha.
That's the point, right? So don't make it harder for the people. So what I felt, a lot of the victories that the prosecuting attorney in New York that got this win against Trump, she brought Cuomo down. She's known for a lot of heavy-hitting things. So I gotta applaud this sister because she's doing the right thing, and her verdicts is sticking. So
well. First of all, I disagree with you on that. Go ahead.
In 2019, when Trump was still in the White House, he pursued a lawsuit against his charitable organization accusing him of misusing donations. She won, forcing him to shut it down. Her corruption lawsuit against the National Rifle Association, which was a big one, found corruption where the man was taking all the money, now he's been spending it on it. He was buying houses.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
But I'm saying, so she has a reputable reputation that has not been tarnished, like what we discussed last week in Atlanta. So what I'm saying, in order for these people who go to school for many years to become lawyers, for us to respect them more as black women in those positions, we have to watch what we do and make sure it sticks. And we just can't get mad.
This is
people in New York. You know how hard it is for African American people to buy property in those parts of Manhattan. Forget Navy Federal. So what Trump did was use his advantage to an advantage.
But that's one reason. But that's one reason I wanted to try to play the video of her talking.
Go ahead.
She was saying,
"Go ahead and play it."
It's too far.
No, I'm just saying. I need you to play.
I'm saying I'm gonna play it, but let me finish what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
That was one reason I was trying to play the video, but she pretty much saying everybody, including Trump and everybody else, needs to play on the equal playing field. And like we was talking about this morning. I'm saying that's impossible because you got to think about morally. That's right. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But like you said, if an African American go in there and try to get a loan or try to get an appraisal on their home, it's documents out there that you buy you buy a $250,000 house. Somebody come appraise your house, the bank gonna say it ain't worth but $150. They not gonna give you no money. But if somebody like Trump, he got a $300 million building, he go in there, say, hey, my building worth $400 million. I need a loan and I'm gonna pay it back with interest. The bank gonna win. So it's no way. I'm saying it's just I'm not discrediting anything she's done, but for her to just utter the words that everybody had to play on the same playing field, it's not. That's not possible because they're not going to give us the same opportunity.
This is the thing, Kamisha. I am very much discrediting what she's doing. I think it's wrong.
I'm saying.
Now, hold on. Let me say. Let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I say it's wrong. It's wrong because for several reasons. First of all, however this man came about his riches, if it came through air property, what his parents left him, and his dad gave him the money to get into what he built, but he worked for it. And what gives the state that didn't work for shit the ability to come in and take this man's stuff from him? And that's the issue I have. That's the problem I have with it. So you mean to tell me because this man inflated which, listen, here it is. Remember something I said, inflate. The United States budget today is about to crash because of what, Mr. Producer?
Shit, inflation.
Inflation. Remember I said inflate. They are printing money and they're printing money out of thin air. That's the problem. The system is doing it. Trump said something once before, which was, If you want change the fucking system. Did he not?
He did.
Okay then. Hillary Clinton.
He said they not gonna change the system
they
because they
benefit
do it. They do the same thing.
So how do you hold this man accountable for something that you ain't holding Hillary and the rest of them for? You gonna be fair about this shit. Let's be fair.
Well, I agree with that part.
Well, and that's the only part. Listen, Commissioner, that's the only part that we're addressing here. All the other stuff out there, what this man has ever done, all that's between him and his maker. I ain't got shit to do with that. But what I do have something to do with. So what?
But you brought up Miss Mosley, so maybe she's getting caught up in that win.
Listen. Miss Mobley, Miss Mosley. Her situation, Kamisha, is completely different because they are targeting, or they went after her because she went after corrupt police officers.
But I agree with what she's saying. I'm saying all of it tied together because they not playing her. They didn't turn the blind eye on her. I'm saying over $5,000, you're gonna try to ruin this woman's career.
Well, I mean, exactly.
But I'm saying,
and it came out of her 401k.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem I have with what Miss James said. She said everybody should play by the same rules, but that's impossible because we ain't equal when it comes to this country. You got illegal people that then came into this country that got more rights than us. You got illegal people. They giving them $10,000.
I had one like to tow my goddamn car.
They giving them $10,000 a month. They feeding them. They housing them for free. We ain't equal. That I'm saying we not playing on the same field.
And you know what, Commissioner? Before I come back to you, I don't want equality. I want equity.
Exactly.
There's a difference. I want equity. All that equality shit, you can keep it. I want equity. And I am according to the organic constitution. I ain't talking about the federal constitution. I'm talking about the organic constitution because there's two. I want what's called equity. Okay? And one thing I want everybody to know, you got to get up real early in the morning to pull some shit on me. Most attorneys won't talk to me. You put me in a room with a lawyer, let's see who run up out of there first. Go get your top scholar. Put me in a room with that motherfucker. Let's talk about or discuss. And that's what brings me to the point where I'm talking about here. How do you take this man's stuff from him? Oh, we want the airplane. We want this. All of this shit is wrong. And the sad part, now this is the thing I want to say, Kamisha, and after this you can go to the video. I want y'all to understand something. This shit is finna be a detriment for New York. Why? The truckers have said, we ain't going in there to take anything in there. We ain't bringing shit out. Okay? That's what the truckers for Trump are saying, we with Trump. The other thing is this. You're dealing with a cultic mindset with a lot of these people. So when one of them individuals out there decides to target black people because of the shit that this woman has done and the other shit that's going on down there in Georgia, I don't want to hear shit from it. I don't want nobody to say nothing.
Before we go to the video, let me just correlate what we've all talked about tonight. Going back to what we discussed last week in Atlanta with the Trump case, and that's to bring in YSL in it, right? So everything that happens, going back to Farrakhan saying that everything that Trump is facing is what Black America faces all the time, right? Extra scrutiny, extra.
Right.
Trump just is looking like a Bill Cosby thing, where they're just stripping him of his manhood. But Trump is who he is because of who he is by his dad and who his nature is. It doesn't affect him like it does a black man in the community. He can bounce back.
Oh yeah, he definitely can bounce back.
Going to what super producer saying, look at equity, right? We are receiving equity in these decisions. When Trump is losing, getting in trouble about how he documented his property, and evidently Ms. Mosley did some lying on some documents about her property in Florida and all that stuff with her money and all that kind of stuff. That's equity because now the law is equal. right? She has went to college. She's gotten up to the high ranks, and now she's being held accountable. So what is equity? None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense, right? So at the end of the day, are we celebrating Trump's loss? I'm not celebrating his loss because that's somebody's property, somebody worked for it, like you said. But at the end of the day, it's going to go across the board, and hopefully in time, our great-grandchildren may not have these issues. But I'm kind of like you, super producer. I just think that it's going to be counterproductive once again to the black community, even though it's going to go across. You know, we'll lie every now and then just to get a credit card. Who hasn't put up their income a couple of $1,000?
Come on now.
Credit cards that they really want, right? So
right.
Are they going to persecute everyone for those things? So we have to really look into those things. Are we celebrating because it's Trump? Or are we celebrating because it's something that we really care about? And it was a Republican law. That's what's crazy. It's a Republican law. It was a Republican man that put that into action in the 50s I guess he was fighting his people at the time. But look how it came to bite him in their butt.
Man. Let me,
Yeah, come on with the video.
New York Attorney General Letitia James says she's prepared to do everything she can to make sure the former president pays his fine, including, she told us, seizing the buildings that bear his name.
If he does not have funds to pay off the judgment, then we will seek, judgment enforcement mechanisms in court, and we will ask the judge to seize his assets.
Trump was held liable for exaggerating his wealth and inflating the value of his real estate so banks would give him low-interest loans. Trump insisted the banks liked doing business with him.
They said no victim, no one got harmed, the banks got paid back. So no harm, no foul. Why is that not the case in your view?
So financial frauds are not victimless crimes. He engaged in this massive amount of fraud, and it wasn't just a simple mistake, a slight oversight. The variations were wildly exaggerated, and the extent of the fraud was staggering.
Trump said the penalty...
Why is it only women that have so far held him to account? Fonnie Willis has got some guilty pleas. E. Jean Carroll got a huge judgment. You have the second biggest judgment in the history of New York State. Why is it women?
Someone once told me, if you want something done, give it to a woman.
Facebook full of shit, boy.
It is.
Shit, the content ain't available.
Yeah, I don't see it right now.
Yeah. Kamisha. Okay, so this woman, in all of the things that's moving with what it is that she's doing and has done is within itself is corrupt. It's corrupt. This lady up here saying that, I mean, okay then, so it would not be hard to find 10 people in New York that has inflated the things that they're doing. It wouldn't be hard. It wouldn't be hard. So you're telling me that what this man has done is just is wrong amongst all other things out there that could be possibly wrong. Come on now. And that's obvious. So now they're giving this guy 30 days to come. I would be hostile too. You would be hostile. I mean, here it is. They had him in Atlanta. They had him in D.C. And they're all black women who's charging this man. The case in Atlanta, black woman. Case in New York, black woman. D.C., black woman. And we're hearing, okay, well, we're gonna hold him accountable. We're gonna hold him accountable. Come on, man. That's.
We gotta hold them accountable, but to what extent? I think they're just going too far with Trump, and I think most Americans at this point are like, okay, what's next?
So if the people that's following him start to counteract this stuff, then what? Then what?
Double jeopardy at this point. Isn't there like such thing as that, like from state to state, federal to federal? Like at some point, it should stop. That's what I say. But what it's gonna do is gonna hurt us more. It's gonna hurt us more.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that.
And
it's definitely gonna hurt us more.
That's where I'm going with it, Kamisha. It's that's the entire essence of where we are on this subject matter. Come on with that video, Mr. Producer.
Which one?
It doesn't matter.
Hold on, let me see what else we got. Is this video?
It was.
New York Attorney General Letitia James says she's prepared to do.
Hold on. I got him. I got you. Don't worry. Yeah, this gonna be it. Yeah, Facebook got us lagging, man.
Is it up?
I'm about to pull it up. I got one. All right. Leary. Slide him over.
Excuse me, what fraud? This is not about Trump anymore. When you get a developer that builds a building and he says it's worth $400 million and he wants to borrow $200 million from a bank, which happens every day, everywhere on earth, including every American city, every developer is an entrepreneur. They shine the light on their building and they say it's worth 400. The bank does its own due diligence, as was done in this case, because they're very good at it. The banks are very good, and they say, no, it's worth 300. We're only going to loan you 150 million. That haggling has gone on for decades. That's how it works. And then in this case, even the bank that was supposedly defrauded testified and said, we didn't lose anything. We want to do business with this guy again. We'd like to, but the judge said, no. Let's penalize this developer for 355 million. And if we're going to do that, let's penalize all the developers all across America. They've all done the same thing. All of them should go to jail, and we should stop building buildings. That's what the message is from New York. Even the governor herself is concerned about what this looks like to investors all around the world. My point is there's never been a case like this in 75 years. Everything you just listed off is done by every real estate developer everywhere on earth in every city. This has never, ever been prosecuted.
So that's what I'm talking about, Kamisha. That's where I'm going with it. So this woman, this Letitia James, Rafusha, she is going after this man. She's going after Trump. And there's a motive behind this that has not been exposed. And once again, it's black women that's doing this, Kamisha. It's black women.
Well, it's not like black women are going out
and
targeting Trump. Listen to what I'm saying here. These are elected people that are just so happen to have been elected at a time that Trump is in office.
What the white women that's in office, the prosecutor, why they ain't going after them then? Because Arizona them have a white they could have charged him. They say he tried to steal election there. Why they ain't going after him? Man. But the point is what I'm saying is everywhere, Kamisha, that these whatever you want to call them are at this man's, and I say this all the time. This ain't our war. Here it is right now, Kamisha. Here it is right now. The Joe Biden's administration is sending billions on top of billions on top of billions on top of billions to Israel, to Ukraine. You go another 45 days, Ukraine has lost the war. It's over for them. Maybe less. Joe Biden is advocating for another $18 billion for these people. You got open borders where illegals are coming into these United States, are coming in getting money, free housing, free food, driving cars, no driver's license, no insurance. All of the shit that they tell you, I, Mr. Producer, we got to have. We get pulled over. I've seen many times black men get their brains blowed out of their head on a fucking traffic stop, which is a civil situation. Must I add also an IRS situation. But we get killed. Let me finish. We get killed for those very reasons. And they got open borders. These people coming in here, they ain't coming in here for asylum. They're coming in here because they are poor. They want jobs. They want to work. They want to make money. They want to take care of themselves. They want a better life. They want to send money back to the elderly. Ones within their family cannot travel to the United States. They ain't coming in here to assimilate. They ain't coming in here to learn the Pledge of Allegiance. They're coming in here for one fucking reason, and that is for capital gain. All along, we're seeing every day, Kamisha, that the ones out of Venezuela are committing heinous crimes against the citizens of the United States. And they're trying to cover this shit up. So you tell me, what is the motive here? All along, the man that is talking about stopping this problem of immigration. Yeah, Trump's a little rough on the edges, but there's a lot of stuff that's going on within government is also he's talking about stopping. And it's the powers to be that's at him. That's what I'm telling you. If this man O'Leary just said, did he not say, Mr. Producer, that all of them do it?
All of them do it. He said every day.
So why is Trump? Why we at Trump? What Trump do? What did he do for this? That's my point. And what I'm saying is, sister, is that it's sisters going after, and I have a problem with that, man. This ain't our fight. Our fight is to try to rectify or correct what is wrong in our community.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I don't like the fact that I guess I understand where Kamisha coming from. You know, they was already elected, but it's just taking it at face value. You just hate to see a sister like that on the front line when nobody else is trying to, take it on, man. And it's kind of sad, man. But I mean, she doing the job, but is
she?
No, I'm saying she doing the job, but I just feel like they putting up to it, man. I think the Democrats putting up to it.
And then it's the other thing she's pushing too. She pushing all this LGBT shit, man.
Yeah, she definitely doing that. I can't get jiggy with that, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's a Democrat agenda, Kamisha.
Protect our children.
I get it. You're a Democrat. Listen, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I have no issue with it. I got no issue with it, love. But what I'm saying is, it's the legislation is being moved in place to push this to our kids. You got grandkids, Kamisha. You don't want this stuff going out. You tell me you going to school. I thought school was set up for what, Mr. Producer? For reading, writing, arithmetic. You're talking to a former school teacher. So what I'm saying to you, Kamisha, how does things deviate from that? We've gotten away from kids not how to write their name. Most of the kids can't write their fucking name. We've gotten away from band. All of the things that made society great, made these kids think and use their brains. We've gotten away from that. And what's sad about it is all of the things that have been moved into place helps to create a secondary system of zombies that's misinformed and uneducated. What you got to say, Kamisha?
Well, that's the problem. Because most of us are misinformed and uneducated. So when we go into situations like that, we don't understand the law, so it puts us at a disadvantage. And that's what Super Producer is saying, that we're going to lose either way. It's not fair. It's not going to be an equal playing field. I get it from both perspectives. But at this point, she's doing her job. And New York and Trump has always had a love-hate relationship. So that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Because he always hung with the Al Sharptons, the Jesse Jacksons. So it was always some issues with Trump in New York. So it's nothing new. But I'm not going to say because it's black women. Nah, it's just elected people.
Well, what I'm saying, Kamisha, is
they're just highlighting African American women in leadership.
Well, you know,
I feel she's saying.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with, but I mean, you know, they ain't just great there. What about all these other things? But I'm saying, like, why does Fannie Willis have to go after this man, Rico? Okay, so then he got the stuff going on in D.C. What is that? Insurrection stuff going on. Black woman doing that. Then he go over right up to New York, right up from D.C. to New York. Black woman, Attorney General on him on that.
Yeah, them black women at his age.
And what I'm saying to you is, Kamisha, the whole while, these black women who are coming after him, black people more and more every day are going over to him, saying they're going to vote for him. Because guess what? They're tired of what they're seeing. Stuff that's going on with Trump, as well as they're tired of not being able to go to a goddamn bank and capitalize off of what's supposed to be there for them to use.
Come on now. And these goddamn migrants.
You understand what I'm saying?
I got a video on them migrants too.
The thing is, Kamisha, if I wanted to go out here and buy a goddamn $10 million house, I got the credits to do it. Yeah, that's right. So the point is what I'm saying is that it's so many corruptible things that's out there, and people every day are waking up and they're saying enough is enough. We're tired. We're not gonna take this shit no more. You understand? And the thing that people love about Trump, and this is what I appreciate about him, if his intentions are bad, he's talking about it. Like he brought out the thing about the system.
Yeah.
Okay? He's talking about these things. And all we see are the things, this is why I tell people every day, Kamisha, that the news, people need to turn them goddamn TVs off. Here it is right today. The United States are getting ready to put sanctions on that Russia for what happened to Navalny, right? Ain't no sanctions been put on Israel. Israel has killed over 30,000 people, most of them women and children. They're still sending weaponry and funds to Israel to further the onslaught on women and children. I thought if the war was about getting rid of Hamas. Don't you know, Kamisha, when you go out here and hurt a woman or a child, those other kids that have come up that see that, they're going to become adults one day. They are angry. They're not only angry, there's gonna be an infestation of hate that they're gonna lash out. So the problem doesn't get better, it gets worse. And coming back to this situation here, the man is talking about certain things about he want to put more money in people's pockets. He want to do this, he want to do that. What's wrong with that? But then here it is, like I said, we got Joe Biden out here. He came out and said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Black people still to this day, and you understand better than I do, we still don't have a bill of protection. When the word of reparations come up to pay us, everybody no comprende inglés. Nobody speaks English no more. But then they can send all the money to these foreign countries and say, well, it's in the best interest of the. It ain't in my interest. How's it in Commission's interest? How's it in Mr. Producer's interest? If this woman goes out here and takes Donald Trump's, take everything from him, how do we benefit from it? She got a feather in her cap. She got a feather in her cap to say, okay, I took all this man belong. But then my mom and daddy used to always tell me this thing, Kamisha. The same thing out there that make you laugh, make you cry. This man fuck around and get reelected or goes back in as 47, man. He's coming back with a vengeance.
That is a cool hat he got with the 45 and 47 on the side. I was like, I wouldn't buy one, but I was like, Trump.
Man, this is what I'm saying. He's a hell of a with the shit with the tennis shoes. They had 1 million tennis shoes made. And the tennis shoes were sold at what, $4.99?
Yeah.
$4.99. So you do $4.99 times. Do that real quick, Mr. Producer. $4.99 times 1 million. And guess what, Kamisha? Some of them goddamn tennis shoes sold for $5,000.
I'm trying to tell you. I can't wait. I want to see him at Ross. I'm going to buy me a pair when I see him at Ross.
I don't know if you're going to see them motherfuckers in the Ross.
Yeah, in time. If he lose, they're going to be at Ross.
Shit, if he lose, shit. Don't look like he going to. And that's the other thing. What the other lady name is. What's her name, my y'all? The one, Nimrata.
Nimrata.
She won't get out of the election. Huh?
The lady that's about to lose in South Carolina?
Nikki, yeah. Her real name is Nimrata.
Nimrata.
Yeah. No, she won't get out. No.
Well, I'm just going to say back to who we elect. It goes back to a lot of things. So going back to what Super Producer said, it's going to be hard to have an even playing field. If we educate our kids, right? We may not see it in our generation, but if we teach our children the right way, in time, things will have a balance. Because everything must come to a balance, right? In time. It may not be.
You're definitely right about that. Everything has to balance out.
Well, Kamisha, you're absolutely right. It's funny you said that because me and Producer have had a situation with some kids of some females that we know that he's taking issue with because it's really a form of neglect pertaining to these young men.
Child abuse.
And the thing is that it starts at educating the kids. But this is why I'm talking about the stuff what we were saying earlier about the misleading information that is brought forward pertaining to the situation of that of education. You understand? I mean, the stuff of LGBT stuff being brought. Trump is against that. I bet you one thing, Kamisha. I bet you one thing. Let him get elected. Guess what you won't see? You won't see men out here that's what they call them, transgenders, out here competing against women. You ain't gonna see that.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you see the new thing in bodybuilding?
Yeah, man. I seen it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
The male wellness competition.
Man.
Since you bringing that up, I'm glad you brought that up. Super Producer,
Let me find the picture. Y'all, talk to him.
What is it? Is it transgender shit?
Yeah, that dude had a man. I'm finna find the picture.
Wow.
But they're effeminate men in bodybuilding and the women wellness competition. The thighs, the buttocks, and those muscles are what they work on the most. So as in the male wellness competition, the male contestants focus mainly on the derriere, hips, and thighs. So just imagine that competition. So it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And that's either the Republican, that is society playing with our children through media.
So
and it's just something that I look
so what
at
I always
daily
say,
and I say,
what I always say,
wow, that is so deep that will be on TV or that will be a commercial.
Kamisha, I often say this, right? I often say that what we have to do is we got to turn off those televisions. Those TVs got to be turned off. They got to be turned off. That all that shit with the news media and all of that stuff there, man, that shit got to be turned off, man.
Come on, man.
You got to be turned off. So what now?
You guys coming to Selma for Jubilee?
Yeah, I plan to come down there, but I mean, it's just, it's the same old. But yeah, I'm gonna
broadcast Sunday night.
I'm gonna, yeah, we'll do that. You know what? That's what we need to do.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, we'll come down. When is it? Next week?
Next week.
Okay, yeah.
Do a live broadcast.
Yeah, we'll come down there. We sure will. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll pack up the stuff and head to Selma. Yep. So, anything you want to add, Kamisha?
I just want to add that what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So when we celebrate all these intrusive laws, because I believe it's intrusive, to go back in that man's purchase history all those years.
Right.
I do believe it, but if it's law, it's law, right?
Right.
There's a lot of laws that we don't like. Alabama has a thick book of laws about black people that are still in the book. But if some lawmaker wants to enforce it right now, it will be an enforceable law, right?
Right.
So while we're worrying about the laws Trump is facing, we got to fix some of the racist laws in Alabama.
Right.
That's affecting or can affect how we live. So once again, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And once we dig one ditch, you know what they say about the other.
Right.
So that's all I have to add. And once again, thank you for having me on the show this week. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the conversation.
Well, we're gonna, like I say, bring you back. Have you on as a regular. I mean, I enjoy your commentary. There's the fact that you are so knowledgeable about so many things. Why am I having a feedback? So many things moving forward.
Yeah, shit, fucking up.
So, yeah, that's what it is. But I disagree with this woman, man. Like, like I've often said, whenever they need something, just go out there and get some black person that's Greek affiliated. She a Delta Sigma Theta. She's a part of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. It's always them. And then when some shit pop off or happen, then they like, oh, where the system is? Now they go from goddamn fraternity, Greek or whatever the hell you want to call it, to now they goddamn radical what the fuck ever. And come on, man. And this is the whole thing what I'm talking about, Kamisha, when I talk about, the things that have been, laid out. We think, oh, okay, well, this is what you're supposed to. No, it ain't what it is, man. It's sad. But like I said, it's obvious that Trump is going to spend a lot of time. He's going to spend a lot of time more so focusing on trying to beat these cases and to, be able to, run. This is why Nikki Haley is staying in the race. It's a benefit for her to stay in that race. Yeah. You can't find it yet?
I got it, man.
Okay, come on with it. Then we're going to close.
Freezing, man. Hold on. Here you go. Shit.
He coming with it, Kamisha.
There you go. There you go.
You guys on the feed on Facebook. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, well, I tell you what happened when we go off. Whenever you bring out certain information, they talking about the music. It had nothing to do with the music. It had the fact of what we was talking about the stuff. You know, it's on YouTube. So and it's on YouTube and it's on Twitter.
Yeah.
So fuck Facebook, man. Fuck Facebook. They'll go out there. They go out there. Oh my goodness. What the hell? Oh man, I literally feel dizzy looking at that shit, man. And this is society that we in now.
Yeah.
Oh, you showing him the new male competition?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was on the news today.
What, CNN?
My children running through the house.
What, CNN?
Just popped up on my. I was like, wow, really?
Yeah. Man, we're gonna cut ties with Facebook, man.
Yeah, man, we gotta cut ties with Facebook.
Cut ties with all that shit, all that shit they be doing. So, you putting out the wrong comment, man. Fuck all that shit, man. Okay. We ain't never had the other time before they put this. It's some other shit. I let you know what they motherfucker listen to what you talking about. But anyway, go ahead, Kamisha. You're saying what, sis?
I just want to say, we got a lot to fight for and about, for the sake of our children. And sometimes it's not the fight itself.
Right.
The fight is making sure our children hear us.
Right.
We can just yell at our kids and say a lot of things that goes right over their head. But are they hearing us? Are they understanding the importance of the fight? Do they understand why we have these discussions it's not just for us to talk, so it's to enlighten other people.
Right.
And if you can enlighten one another, in time, things equal out.
There you go. Right.
We don't hold those hard discussions, and sometimes everybody's not going to agree. But when you decide not to have the discussions because of disagreement, then that's where we stop learning.
Right.
You can learn from disagreements.
Right. I agree. Yeah, that's the course of what life offers, Well, Miss Alvarado, it's been a pleasure. We're going to cut ties this evening, and we'll try to get down to come to Selma next week.
Sounds like a plan.
And also, we want to thank our sponsor. This show has been brought to you by Philip and Riley Funeral Home. They're based out of Montgomery, Alabama. So we want to thank Ann and her lovely staff there in Montgomery, Alabama, that being that of Philip and Riley Funeral Home. This show this evening is being brought to you by, once again, Philip and Riley Funeral Home. So all of the people down there in my native city of Montgomery, Alabama, watching it, we appreciate your support. So, Miss Alvarado, I will call you off of the airways.
Okay.
And we will talk, and we will try to make something happen. I think that'll be an outstanding thing, because that way we'll be able to engage a lot of the people there. That's coming, because that's a 3-day weekend, right?
Starts Thursday, Friday.
Oh yeah.
Sunday,
Yeah, we'll do that.
Monday, of course, we do the trail back to Montgomery.
Right.
Yes,
okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be down there Sunday.
All right. Well, it'll be great to see you.
Okay. I appreciate you.
Bring the Montgomery Brawl back to Selma.
Well, hopefully.
Without the brawl.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. All right. Well, it's been fun, people. Once again, I'm thinking about making this woman that you hear, the talented Miss Kamisha Alvarado, my co-host. Or at least, every once in a while we bring her in, but she's very knowledgeable about a lot of things, and I think she comes with a balance. But anyway, it's been fun, people. You all enjoy your week. By all means, be careful, watch as well as pray, but keep God first in all things that you do. And we will turn up somewhere next week, hopefully, in Selma. We'll hopefully be there. Okay, so Ms. Alvarado, thank you once again. Mr. Producer, thank you. It's been fun. And as we close, I often say, or always say, the Moving Finger Writes, has written, moves on. To all of you, good day.